My name is Miku. I'm a housewife, and I'm currently pregnant. My husband, Takashi, has been living separately for work for about half a month. Hello, Takashi. How are you settling in over there?
I'm getting used to it. Apparently my supervisor knows my dad. We should get along just fine. What about you, Miku?
I am getting used to it, but being alone and pregnant makes me feel nervous. What should I do if I suddenly fall ill?
Oh, you're such a worrywart, Miku. Still, it wouldn't be good to force you to come with me to an unfamiliar place, right?
I guess. I still want to come visit when everything has settled down. Especially since one of my friends from school live near the area.
Right now, we've just got to make the most of it until we're together again. I'll come home when your due date is getting closer.
Oh, that's such a relief to hear.
Wait for me, okay?
Of course. Talk to you soon. Ever since then, Takashi started calling me less. With the baby on the way, I couldn't help but feel anxious. Takashi hasn't responded to my phone calls lately. But then again, he's probably working hard so I can live comfortably at home. I kept telling myself that every day. I wonder what's up with him. My due date is next week. He said he was going to come back home by now. I gradually lost contact with Takashi. Even a week before the due date, he neither showed up nor replied. Oh? I wonder who it is.
Hey there, Miku. How are you doing?
Father? Good evening. I was expecting Takashi, but it turned out to be his father.
Sorry to visit you out of the blue. I've been a bit worried with your due date approaching.
Oh, that's very kind of you. Thank you.
I thought Takashi would have come back by now, but apparently not.
Yes, that's correct. I sent him a message letting him know my due date was getting close, but he still hasn't responded.
I see. I guess he's swamped with work. I'm worried too, so let me contact him.
My father-in-law lost his wife to illness 10 years ago and has been raising Takashi by himself ever since. Takashi's all that's left of his family. He spoils him rotten and cherishes him deeply.
You must be worried sick, Miku. Let me know if there's anything I can do for you.
Thank you very much, sir. He's my father-in-law, so I'm not that comfortable with him just yet.
Well then, I'll drop by again when Takashi comes back.
Sounds good. Oh no. My stomach suddenly started hurting. I should still have a week until my due date.
Miku, are you okay?
I feel terribly awkward, but he's the only one I have right now. I'm sorry, but my stomach suddenly started hurting. Could you please take me to the hospital just in case?
Oh no! Let's get to the hospital right away in my car.
Soon after, my father-in-law drove me to the hospital. Once we arrived at the hospital, I started experiencing labor pains. I ended up giving birth earlier than expected. I'm so glad everything turned out all right. Miku.
I was so surprised by the early delivery compared to the due date.
I'm so sorry we couldn't make it in time. Oh, that's okay. Fortunately, nothing happened.
By the way, hasn't Takashi come back yet? We were wondering since we got a letter from Takashi today.
From Takashi? Really? I wonder why. Maybe he asked my parents to take care of me because he'll be late coming back? What is this?
I got my mistress pregnant. You and I, it's over. Don't even think about coming back to me.
A mistress? A divorce? I can't.
Just fill out the rest of the divorce papers and submit them. Thanks.
That's all he's written, and the divorce papers are in there too? Huh? What is this letter? The divorce papers are all filled out?
I cannot believe this.
I couldn't believe what Takashi had written in the letter. My parents were confused, and my mind went blank.
Miku, I heard you gave birth. I'm glad everything went all right. I need to call Takashi right away. It's a shame he couldn't make it, but he was probably busy with work. If he finds out the baby was born without him, he's going to blame himself. Miku, you didn't hear from Takashi, did you?
Actually, a letter just arrived at my parents' house from Takashi.
A letter from Takashi? He went out of his way to write a letter, even though he's so busy with work? Is work that bad that he couldn't come home?
I'm sorry to tell you this when you were concerned about him. I couldn't think straight on my own. So I gave the letter to my father-in-law who had rushed over and asked him to read it.
No, this can't be. A mistress? Takashi? A divorce too?
Yes,
So that's why he hasn't been replying.
apparently so. I just found out now and I don't know what to do.
Miku, why didn't you notice anything?
Honey, she just gave birth, so cut her some slack.
But what about the baby who was just born?
We don't know the details yet.
Both of you, please, stop fighting. I want my father-in-law to say something too. But compared to my parents who are at a loss, my father-in-law stood still for a long while, staring at the letter in his hands. He's never been hard on Takashi. I shouldn't hold any expectations. He doesn't want to believe what's written in the letter either. Father, about this letter.
That little... He'll get what's coming.
But when my father-in-law raised his head and muttered, he wore the most severe expression I had ever seen. 2 weeks later.
Manami! I was waiting for you. Miku? Dad?
Who is this Manami?
Takashi, what is that atrocious piece of clothing you are wearing?
When Takashi came out of his room, he was dressed in a worn-out, baggy t-shirt and shorts, looking surprisingly sloppy.
Who are you to suddenly drop in like that?
Will you shut up?
Hey, don't you go barging into my house.
Are you telling me I'm not allowed to step into my husband's house?
Besides, this is the house your company is renting for you, right?
Oh, do shut up. Hey, wait, if you go in... Wait, Miku!
What the? When I barged into Takashi's room, I found high-end brand bags and accessories scattered around. And all of them were designs meant for women to wear. I could even see women's clothes hanging in the balcony. So, it's true. Takashi, I'm sorry. I was doing makeup and I didn't realize how late it was. Aw, sorry, baby. Did you miss me?
Manami!
Hey, Takashi, your front door was unlocked. Well, thanks to that, I slipped in without being seen by anyone.
Now is not a good time.
The stranger who appeared from behind Takashi seemed to be the person he was waiting for. Are you Manami? Huh? Hey, Takashi. Who's this? Nice to meet you. I'm Takashi's wife. His wife? Takashi, you've got some explaining to do.
I already did, didn't I? I sent a letter to your parents' home.
Yes, I did receive that letter. But how can I trust that letter alone?
Oh, I can't get through to you at all. I've already decided I'm going to get a divorce. Manami's been supporting me here, and I'm going to continue living my life with her. I need to properly take care of her since she's pregnant, you know?
Ugh, how can you be so brazen about this? I can't forgive this. You were cheating on me while you were working here? Hey, Takashi! Didn't you say you were going to divorce your wife? I also got pregnant while Takashi was on assignment. And I even gave birth. What? I never heard about this.
Manami! It's not true. Even though Miku is a stay-at-home wife, she refused to come along when I had to move.
That is a blatant lie. What are you saying, Takashi?
She left me all alone and only cared about her well-being. When she would call, all she would do was complain. Even when I was busy, she kept calling me. That's why I needed you, Manami, to support me and be by my side.
What kind of reason is that? Oh, Takashi.
Hey, Miku, do you really want to hurt me any further like this?
Yeah, I think your wife is being way too selfish. Hold on. Why am I being blamed for this? Takashi, you were the one who told me not to come when your new post was decided. I wanted to retort back. However, the way Takashi and the mistress both behaved, I was taken aback by how aggressive they were being. I don't know if it was the postpartum hormones speaking. I was frustrated with myself for not saying anything. I couldn't stop the tears. Oh, I'm the one who wants to cry now.
Miku, you think people will forgive you if you cry?
That's enough.
What, Dad? You'd understand how I feel, right?
No, absolutely not.
Huh?
Takashi, I will be cutting all ties with you.
What are you saying?
No, I'm the one who wants to know what you're saying. Leaving pregnant Miku alone and having an affair while on assignment? I no longer consider you family if you don't understand the foolishness of your actions.
Hey, Takashi. You told me your father would be on our side. You liar.
Hang on a second. Dad, you told me you'll always be thinking about me.
That's right. Up until now, that is. Ever since your mother passed away, I know I've been soft on you. But that's because I wanted you to cherish your family in the same way.
Yeah, and I told you I'll take care of Manami now that she's pregnant, didn't I?
No. You betrayed Miku. I can't continue to live with you as family if you won't acknowledge that.
Well, alright then. It's no big deal if the family ties are cut, right? You and Miku might have forgotten. The whole reason I was offered this new post in the first place is because my company has high expectations for me.
To act so arrogant, even at this point.
From now on, Manami and I will get along fine here. We won't have to be bothered by you guys anymore.
Oh, you think this is over, don't you?
Huh?
Unfortunately, I don't think you'll get the life you're hoping for.
What exactly are you basing that on? Since I joined this company, I've been expected to perform as the ace. Dad, you have acquaintances in the company. You're well aware of that, aren't you?
Oh yes, I did hear about you. That's why I shared a piece of information in return.
About what?
This whole thing, of course.
What?
No way!
Not just the people in your company. I shared this with everyone I know, as long as they worked in the same industry.
My father-in-law is an executive at a construction company. That's why he had many acquaintances in the real estate industry where Takashi worked. Once Takashi started working, it seems his father would regularly visit those people and exchange greetings on Takashi's behalf.
These past 2 weeks, I suppressed my utter embarrassment as a parent, and apologized for my foolish son's misdemeanor. I've been told they are free to do as they wish with you. Of course, I didn't get a reply on the spot, but we'll see what happens.
Damn you! That was out of line!
Oh no. The company knows?
You know what? Everything's going to be alright. I work at a sophisticated company that's listed in the stock markets. Even if a family member made a report, my company won't do anything unless there's proof. There will be gossip, but it'll pass.
I knew it. He's so full of himself, and he'll never change.
Look at me now! The company didn't take any action, and I even showed up to work yesterday like nothing happened. Unfortunately for you, I am safe and sound. If you're so frustrated, why not try presenting just one piece of evidence?
Oh, but I do have evidence.
What is this?
The picture showed the front doors to an apartment complex. It was taken just as Takashi and Manami were entering, and they were being overly touchy with each other. What is this?
No, this can't be. Why didn't you notice this?
Huh? Are you trying to say this is my fault? Yes! I'm glad they didn't know about this. After I found out about Takashi's affair, I remembered I had a friend who lived near his new assignment location. Hello? Sorry to call you out of the blue. The thing is... Huh? Cheating on you while you're pregnant? Ah, unbelievable. Yeah, I'm having a really hard time right now. I was hoping I could consult you about something.
Yes?
I told her how her place was close to my husband's new place. I asked if she would be willing to gather proof of his affair for me.
So that's why you called. All right.
Sorry for asking such a difficult favor.
No worries. Leave it to me. Hello, Miku.
How did it go?
Oh, it was way too easy. I nailed the scene perfectly.
Checking all the pictures my friend sent me was heartbreaking. However, the feeling that I could now confront Takashi confidently outweighed everything else. Phew, I'm so relieved.
Even so, working away from home and cheating on his wife? That's unacceptable. Let me know if you need help again.
Thanks. To find out that the property they rented out for his business trip became a venue for infidelity. I wonder what would happen if the company found out?
You didn't.
Wait, no. Please, not the company.
Oh, of course. I sent the pictures to your workplace just yesterday.
If you sent it to the company.
Can't wait to see how they will react.
No. This cannot be happening. This is crazy. Dad, help me out here.
Crying to your poor father now that you're in trouble? A full-grown adult at that. How embarrassing. You didn't seem to be comprehending what your father just said. So, let me say this too. You're the one who's crazy. You cry to your father when things don't go your way, and you keep making excuses. You didn't even notice you've been abandoned. I'm done with someone like you. I deserve better. I will be proceeding with the divorce, and I will also hand over the evidence of your affairs to a lawyer.
Alimony and child support for Miku. Don't you forget.
No way.
Let's go, father.
Absolutely.
Hey, wait up!
What are we going to do, Takashi?
Everything went as planned, and after confronting Takashi with all the facts, my father-in-law and I left Takashi's temporary assignment home. Later on, it seems Takashi and Manami apparently quit their workplaces of their own accord. I didn't know this when I asked my friend for help. But when I sent the pictures to Takashi's workplace, Manami, Takashi's affair partner, happened to be a colleague who worked in the same department. Rumors of their relationship started to spread throughout the office. Feeling uncomfortable, they had to start looking for new jobs.
Tell me you're close to finding a new job.
What? You should just think about yourself.
I'm going to give birth soon and I can't rest unless you start working.
Oh gosh, stop screaming.
Since his father went around apologizing to everyone he knew in the industry, unfortunately for Takashi, many people knew about his situation, and he has been facing difficulties finding a new job.
Miku!
Hi, Goro. It's been a while.
Look how much she's grown since I last saw her.
Even after the divorce was finalized, I still saw my father-in-law regularly, and he would help take care of my daughter. Oh, sorry for the trouble every time.
Oh no! I've cut all ties with my son, but it will not change the fact that this little one is cute as a button. Besides, I might see you around work in the future.
That's true. Looking forward to it. I was raising my daughter and looking for a job. My father-in-law referred me to a company, and I ended up working there. My ties with Takashi have been severed completely. However, I am thankful for my father-in-law and will continue to be for the rest of my life.